According to animal behaviorists, some of your most normal everyday habits are quietly hurting your dog. But do you actually know which ones? That's the scary part. Most of them feel completely harmless, and if you keep doing them, which almost every dog owner does, you could be slowly breaking your dog's trust, damaging their mental health, and destroying their sense of safety in their own home. Here are 6 everyday things that hurt your dog way more than you think. Number 1. Punishing them for something they did hours ago. Have you ever come home to a chewed-up shoe, a knocked-over trash can, or a puddle on the floor and immediately started scolding your dog? Be honest, most of us have done it. It feels completely natural. You see the mess, you see the dog, and the frustration just comes out. But here's what's actually happening inside your dog's brain in that moment. Dogs live almost entirely in the present. Their ability to connect past actions to a future consequence is extremely limited, far more limited than most owners realize. A 2009 study published in the journal Behavioral Processes confirmed what behaviorists have long suspected. Dogs who appear guilty after doing something wrong are not actually feeling guilt. They're responding to your body language, your tone, your energy. That look, the flattened ears, the tucked tail, the averted eyes, is not remorse, it's fear. So when you punish your dog for something that happened 2 hours ago, they don't think, "I shouldn't have chewed that shoe." They think, "My owner comes home and sometimes it's terrifying and I don't know why." Over time, that doesn't stop bad behavior, it creates anxiety. It teaches your dog that your arrival is something to be afraid of, and that's the opposite of everything you want. The fix? If you didn't catch them in the act, let it go. Redirect and prevent, don't punish after the fact. Your dog isn't being defiant, they're just being a dog. Number 2. Treating a walk around the block like it's enough. When was the last time your dog was genuinely mentally exhausted? Not physically tired from running, but mentally drained from actually thinking. For most dogs, that feeling is rare, and we don't even notice because they seem fine, but they're not fine. Dogs are problem-solving animals. Their brains are wired for tasks, tracking scents, figuring things out, working through challenges. When that mental engagement never happens, something starts to break down. A study published in Applied Animal Behavior Science found that dogs lacking mental stimulation showed significantly higher rates of destructive behavior, anxiety, hyperactivity, and compulsive habits like excessive barking or tail chasing. That dog who destroys your furniture or won't settle down, there's a very real chance they're just bored out of their mind. Physical exercise is important, but mental exercise is different. 10 minutes of nose work, hiding treats around the house and letting them sniff them out, tires a dog out more than a 30-minute walk. Puzzle feeders, training sessions, even teaching them a new trick, these activate something in your dog's brain that a simple walk never will. You'll start seeing a calmer, more focused, more connected dog. And before we move on, if this is making you rethink how you treat your dog, hit like and subscribe. It helps other dog owners find this too. Number 3. Staring them in the eyes and thinking it's bonding. There's a beautiful idea that locking eyes with your dog is a moment of deep connection, and sometimes it is, between dogs and owners who already have a strong bond. But most people don't realize that eye contact, especially prolonged and direct eye contact, is a form of social pressure in dog language. To a dog you don't know well, to a dog who's already stressed, or to a dog with an anxious temperament, staring directly into their eyes isn't love, it's a challenge.
Research from the University of Helsinki found that dogs process direct eye contact as a potential threat signal, especially in high-stress situations.
The dogs in the study showed elevated cortisol levels and increased stress behaviors when subjected to prolonged staring. The dogs who do love eye contact with their owners, and yes, oxytocin does increase in that moment, have built that comfort over time and in the right context. It's not automatic. So the next time your dog looks away when you stare at them, or shows whale eye, or turns their head, don't force it. That's not rejection. That's your dog asking you to ease up. Blink slowly. Look away first. Let them re-engage on their own terms. That's real trust building. Number 5. Letting things slide sometimes and correcting them other times. Does your dog jump on you when you get home, and sometimes you laugh and let it happen, and other times you push them away and say no? Does your dog beg at the table, and sometimes they get a scrap, and sometimes they get scolded? If so, you might be doing more psychological damage than you realize. Dogs don't operate well in ambiguity. Their brains are constantly looking for patterns, what leads to safety, what leads to a reward, what's allowed and what isn't. When the rules shift randomly based on your mood or energy level, they can't build those patterns, and what fills that void is anxiety. A study in learning and behavior confirmed that inconsistent reinforcement, where the same behavior sometimes leads to a reward and sometimes leads to a correction, produces significantly more anxiety and frustration in dogs than consistent, predictable responses. Consistency isn't about being harsh, it's about being clear. A dog who knows exactly what to expect is a calm dog. A dog who never knows what's coming is a stressed dog. And stressed dogs are the ones who act out, who bark constantly, who can't settle. Pick a rule and stick to it every single time. Your dog will thank you in ways you'll immediately feel. Number 6, and this is the one almost every owner does, rushing them through their walk. There's one thing almost every owner does that might be causing the most invisible damage of all, and that thing is pulling your dog away from every smell on the sidewalk because you're in a hurry. Here's what most people don't understand. For a dog, a walk is not primarily about exercise, it's about information. Their nose processes the world at a level we literally cannot fathom. Dogs have up to 300 million olfactory receptors compared to our 6 million. Every fire hydrant, every patch of grass, every lamppost is a newspaper, a social media feed, a story. When you constantly yank them away from smells to keep moving, you're not taking them on a walk. You're dragging them through a world they're not allowed to experience. A 2019 study published in Applied Animal Behavior Science found that dogs who were given more opportunity to sniff freely during walks showed significantly lower stress indicators, were more optimistic in subsequent cognitive tests, and were tired and content afterward, even when the walk itself was shorter. Let them sniff. Slow down. Give them a sniff break where they lead and you follow. That 10 minutes of nose freedom does more for your dog's mental health than a mile of brisk walking. Because here's the truth that took me a long time to really understand. Your dog doesn't need a perfect owner. They don't need the most expensive toys or the biggest yard. They need you to see them, to understand how they experience the world, to meet them where they are, not where it's convenient for you. Your dog looks at you like you hung the moon. The least we can do is learn their language. If this video made you think about your dog differently, share it with someone who has a dog. It might be the most useful thing they see today. And I'll see you in the next one.